Hey guys! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dee, and I just wanted to share some tidbits with you about meal prep and some recipes. And I really wanted to focus a little bit more on making sure that stuff's family friendly because I don't know about you, but I don't want to be prepping and planning two different meal plans, one for me and one for my family. And I think it's really important that your kids learn to eat healthy anyways, so why not start young? So we've had a lot of great videos, or we will have a lot of great videos about meal prep within our group and some dialogue about it. And you know what? There's tons of great resources online. If you Google it or if you Pinterest it, you can find all kinds of stuff. Because the bottom line is meal prep can sound overwhelming sometimes, but it goes a long way into setting yourself up for success. It's so much easier to eat healthy and to stay on track if you have kind of your week all planned out and some things done for you. The important thing is to make sure that you work it into your day and to your lives because if it doesn't work, then you're not going to do it, right? So for me, my kids are still pretty little, so they can't really help me a lot with the actual food prep. And weekends are a time that we can spend together. So I don't really want to spend, 3-4 hours away from my family cooped up in the kitchen trying to get ready for the following week. So what I choose to do is I tend to be very strategic with my time. I sit down, I do some very careful planning for the week, making sure that my meals are easy, number one. Number two, that they have ingredients that my kids like so that I know that they'll at least try them. And then I just supplement with, roasted vegetables and veggies and dip just to kind of bolster the nutrition. And that they're going to have ingredients that carry over so that there's similar ingredients throughout the week so that number one, things don't go to waste, and that when I prep, I can prep once and have the vegetables or the onions or whatever to carry over for the rest of the week. And you'll see I've actually attached in our files here a sample meal plan, and you'll see what I mean when you look at that meal plan. And I also want to make sure that it's going to be cost effective. So for example, when I go to the grocery store and I see that asparagus are $6.99 a pound, I'm probably going to think on my feet quick and substitute that for broccoli, if I'm just roasting them or throwing them in a stir fry. So just being a little bit flexible that way. So then I'll spend kind of the rest of my time cutting up those veggies, cutting up fruit, hard boiling eggs, and I always bake something that's healthy for my son's lunch for the following week. So that's kind of the way that I do prep time. So I don't spend a lot of time actually doing any cooking. I just do a lot of planning and, a little bit of prep work. But you got to do whatever works for you. But what I really wanted to share with you guys right now is my holy crap recipe. So this is a recipe that I always have the ingredients on hand to make. And it's great for those days where, oh no, I've forgotten to take my prepped food out of the freezer, or I don't feel like cooking, or you know what, we have come home from soccer and everybody's starving. We don't even have time to do our prep meal. So I make this lentil soup knowing that it's healthy, it's quick, and swear to gosh, it comes together quicker than you can call it for pizza. And it's hearty, and then there's usually a leftover so that I can take it to lunch the next day. So I'll show you. Honestly, it's so quick. What you do is you take a few slices of bacon. I usually like to choose bacon that is naturally cured, so you don't have all those nitrates and stuff in it. I use full fat. I don't use the turkey bacon or anything like that. I feel that that's really processed. So I choose this, and then I just use not very much. So, 3 or 4 slices is all you need because you get all the full fat flavor. Tastes great. So you just cut those pieces up, you stick them in your pot, you fry them up until they're nice and crispy, you take them out, you pour off any oil that's in there. I toss in a little bit of coconut oil, and then I chop up celery, onion, and carrots. I chuck those in there. I let them, soften and kind of brown up a little bit. Season with salt and pepper, thyme. Then I chuck in half a can of tomato paste, kind of stir that all around. And then I take some cooked canned lentils. Just make sure you rinse them off really good so you get all the salt and stuff off of them. Even better is to use the organic ones, but they can be kind of pricey. So I just make sure I rinse mine really good. Chuck 2 cans in, stir it all around, and then I top it off with some chicken stock. So about 4 cups. If I've had time, or if I've had a roast chicken, I'll make my own, but otherwise I use the low sodium kind that you can buy. I find that the liquid that you buy, the concentrate, is a little bit more cost effective, and then I can dilute it a bit more so it's not quite so salty. And I chuck that in. I let it simmer for seriously like 5 to 10 minutes until everything's all softened. Pull it off the stove, and then I put in a splash of red wine vinegar, and dinner is served just like that. You can't even get pizza for that quick. So hopefully you guys will try it out and let me know what you think. And hopefully you guys will put together your own stockpile of holy crap recipes. Take care.